Are you looking for a Class B motorhome that's going to give you some style, comfort, and convenience? Well, I think I have the one for you. Stay tuned. Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV matchmaker here at Campers Inn in Jacksonville, Florida. Here today to show you the Plateau TS. This is a 2024 model. For all the specs for this model, it'll be down below. But if this is the first time watching the channel, by all means, subscribe to the channel. And for everybody watching, please like and comment. Let us know your feedback. Tell us what you're thinking of this. So let's get on to this camper. So the first thing you're going to recognize on this is, look at all this space we have underneath the awning. I mean, this is awesome. It comes out, it's nice. You have awning lights, so it's going to light up your area in the evening. But now, if you want to go ahead and make it even that much nicer, you do have some 110 plugs here. So if you want to plug in some appliances here, you want to cook out, you're able to do so. Okay, so on the back side, this is where you're going to have your LP connection. It's on the back, it's on the driver's side, but again, that is something you're able to utilize when you're out camping. You know, you have a little Blackstone griddle or another type of grill, or even if you have one of those little fire pits, you can set it over here and just plug in right there. And it's a very easy for a fill. When you take it in to get it filled, the fill connection's right here as well. Let's take a look behind the seats. Now this particular model, it is 22 foot 9 inches in length. Now they put their battery pack down below the seats here, hence the reason why you see this box right here. Now it does come standard. This is in the event that you had tires that maybe needed some air, so you're not having to go into one of those gas stations and pay for it. You can actually just plug this into a 12-volt outlet and top off the air pressure. Of course, it comes standard with your electrical cord. That's a 30-amp cord, 30 feet long. And then you have your inverter switch as well as your battery disconnect here. This is the master switch, and then as we go in the door, which I'll show you, you also have your battery disconnect. You know, you connect it, shut it off right there as you go in the door. So you can leave this on if you wanted to and just disconnect it at the doorway. When we get inside, I'll show you how well this is, but this rear observation camera that it has on here is going to give you quite the access to everything that's happening behind you, not only when you're backing up, but while you're driving down the road. Okay, so this comes with the Truma AquaGo water heater system. Nice thing with this, it has the circulation pump in there as well, so you're not wasting any of your potable water. If you're carrying your water with you, once you turn that hot water spigot on, you're going to have its constant hot water. So you're not wasting any. You're not letting it run 10, 15 seconds in order for the hot water to reach the faucet. This is going to be your utility center. This is where you hook up your electric, your cable, your city water, as well as you can see your LP gas. You have the switch. You must turn it on here in order for it to work back there. That's a nice little safety feature for you. And then of course you do have your outside shower. It will give you both hot and cold water, so if you need to rinse out, rinse off or whatever, you're able to do that outside. Another nice feature with Mercedes Benz is the way this door is it covers up your where you're going to be filling up. And then of course, with this being right at the door, you're never going to be in the wrong spot when you pull up to a fuel tank. So as with all the Mercedes, you're going to love the headlights on these. These headlights are bright. They're going to be able to, when you're driving at night, you're going to be able to see what's in front of you. And then the fog lamps, what's really nice about those is when you're cornering, it's actually they're turning. So you're able to see ahead of you. While these headlights are staying straight, these are turning so you can see what's better in front of you. So what you're going to love about the controls on this is they're using multiplex wiring system, and you have two screens that are identical. They have the same information on it. So you're able to operate the lights, the generator, your awning, everything from either screen. So here's your home button, and this is where if I wanted to turn on the air conditioner, but you can see your tanks, you can see where you're plugged in, your battery power, all this stuff is right here. If you want to go to your lights, now we can control all the lights. We can shut them off all at once, except for that porch and awning light. Those are going to be individual. But if I want to turn on all the lights, those are all the interior lights right there. Next, the little lightning bolt, that's going to be for your generator. It's going to show your charge controller and so forth as well. Your solar, if you're using any. Now for the solar, for that to work, you'd have to have the inverter charger on back there. So your energy management system, everything's right there. Then the gears, that's going to be talking about your sofa and you have a vent fan, and then of course up in the front there will be your awning. Lastly, down here you have you can set the brightness of your screen, what temperature you want. You want a Fahrenheit or Celsius, the color scheme, night and day. It has your time. It has everything right here. It makes it very, very simple for you to utilize this. So this coach will comfortably travel down the road with 4 to 6 people, but realistically it only sleeps 2. So that's when you go ahead and break out that sign you put out there: cocktails for 6, dinner for 4, sleeps 2. That way you don't have any questions. So, but to make this a bed, this part is electrically put in place. I'm going to show you that in a moment. But this, what we have to do is we have some boards that go across here for it to make a bed. Let me show you where that is. This is where you're going to go store your lagoon table, as well as the pieces of wood that go there for the bed. Now, the nice thing with this bed is you don't necessarily need to use these wood pieces if you don't want, and I'm going to show you why you may not want to do it. So for the bed length, you're looking at about 72 inches in length here, and it's about 70 inches wide. So a pretty wide bed. But now for those of you that may be getting up in the middle of the night, you may want to leave it as 2 twins. And what you can do is, these things are Velcroed in place. You can just take off the sides, set them up out of the way, and now you have your twin beds. That way there in the middle of the night, you roll over, you could drop your feet here, and you get into the restroom. Because just think about it. We go ahead and make this the bed. Now you're going to be scooting down to the middle right here to get out of bed. So the easiest way to make this the bed, I'm not really in the best position, but I'm going to show you. These pieces of wood go on here as such. Now you have that in place. Now what we're going to do is these pieces that are on the end, they go in there. If you just take the Velcro off the middle pieces, you just set these in the middle. Okay, so you're going to love how these cabinets are. Notice how there's no handles or anything, but all it is a matter of just pushing on the cabinet and they do open up. As you can see, they're latched on both sides. So you can push pretty much anywhere on the cabinet and they'll open up. Now, I mentioned earlier about plugging in for your TV and your soundbar. This is in the back. And of course, you saw that I pulled it out. This thing, you can pull it out and move it around if you wish to. So you're also going to love the fact that you have this 12-volt refrigerator. You're going to notice how deep the refrigerator is. It's a refrigerator freezer. Now, because they put such a large one in here, obviously you're going to have to bend down to get to the bottom of the refrigerator, but they close quite nicely. And being that it's 12 volt, it will not be using a lot of power. It's not predicated upon you being as level as you can be with the old RV refrigerators. And on top of that, it's only going to take an hour or 2 for it to actually cool down. So now you have the induction cooktop, and it also comes with a convection microwave. Your induction cooktop, nice thing with the induction cooktop, you're not going to burn your hand if you accidentally put it on there while you're running that. Notice how long and notice how nice of a countertop they have. Nice solid surface, high-rise faucet with the pull-out faucet head, and of course your cutting board cover for the sink is the same material that you're using for your countertop. Good storage. Notice solid wood, they're glued and screwed, and of course when you close them, see how they're soft close, and then you have your lock, so that way there as you're going down the road you're not having them open up on you. So let's take a look at this bathroom. I think you're going to find it pretty roomy. All right, so notice you do have a sink, and above the sink is going to be your shower holder. So you can sit on the toilet, you can stand up, whatever works for you, and you do have a towel rack back behind your toilet, above your toilet area. Okay, so this has pretty much a lot of the features that you're going to see in your S-Class Mercedes. You've got your screen. The nice thing with the screen here, this here is set up in such a way that all you need to do is if you ever want to find something, you don't have to take your hands off the wheel. You just say, "Hey Mercedes,
how can I help?"
Radio. And then there's your radio. If you want maybe the maps, hey Mercedes,
how may I help you?
Maps. And here you are. So it makes it very, very easy for you to do that. Now, of course, you have your telephone, you have navigation, radio, media, information if you want, and of course your Mercedes apps, and of course they have the settings. All that is right on this 10-inch screen. So another thing you're going to like is the fact that you do have the power seats. And it's you have three memory positions. So that way there, if there's more than one person driving, you're able to set those in. Of course, your cruise control, everything is right here on your dash. So I know you're probably saying to yourself, well, if you want to go ahead and eat, or you want to have a table back here, where's it going to go? Well, I showed you where the Lagoon table was stored in the closet. And all you're doing is you're setting it on here. There's 3 adjustments on that. So you could have a height, and then you have 2 adjustments as far as for what position you'd like to have the table in. But that sets right here for you. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2024 Plateau TS. What do you think? Comment below. Let us know what you're thinking. Like, subscribe, share the video if you would, please. And appreciate you watching. Again, this is Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy here at Campers Inn. Any questions, reach out to us. If there's a particular model or RV that you would like us to review for you, let us know. We'd be more than happy to try to make that happen for you. So thanks again, and we'll be back at you again soon. Take care.